Chronic pain doesn't have to be a bad thing. I strongly wish that we could all live a life without pain, but that isn't possible. Individuals who rationalize a cure may no longer be possible understand how important it is to care for the injury. This recognition can enhance understanding and appreciation of the entire body. Acceptance can make the injury just another part of you instead of a part that is broken. Instead, it is more important to focus on realistic goals, prepare for good days and bad days, make adjustments to daily living and medication as needed, become empowered to talk openly with various providers, learn new skills, and learn how to enjoy the little things. Remember that your pain is unique and your own. When you take ownership of it, you acknowledge that you are a worthwhile person. It means you have choices. There is a point to doing something, and you can stop blaming yourself or others for your condition. Even if your injury was caused by carelessness, there comes a time to let it go and move on with your life. Focusing on the past will prevent you from living in the present and limit your future. We all claim that being free of pain would be the perfect solution, but it can be scary too. For so long, you might have identified yourself as this person in pain. Others around you may have also given you this label. Yes, you would be happy without pain, but your whole life may have been surrounded by it for so long that you do not know how to move on. Many people become isolated with their pain, and the idea of re-engaging in society and becoming more active can be overwhelming. Your world has been altered and it needs to be changed again. It can be hard to stop limiting yourself because you fear pain, and it can be hard for others to let you try to do things on your own. Have you ever tried a new diet and noticed it was harder than you expected? I know I have. It's so easy to fall back into old habits of any kind. The hardest one to break for a person is when they have told themselves something for so long. I can't do this or that because of my pain. I need help. The same goes for family members who believe that their loved one can't do something and requires their assistance. Now that's two people believing the same thing. As silly as it may sound, when you start to slide back into old habits that prevent you from pushing forward, I want you to announce and accept your pain. I am Mike and I have chronic back pain, but today that will not stop me from climbing my stairs without someone helping me. If you have someone trying to help you, they can do the same thing. I am Jane, and I will be here to support Mike, but he can do this on his own. Athletes may have better pain tolerance compared to sedentary individuals. It doesn't mean that they don't feel pain, but they are able to rationalize the level of threat a task may involve. While overall this kind of thought process might help them push through the occasional complication, it can be an issue when athletes believe that injury is unavoidable and part of the experience, not allowing the body time to properly heal. In the 2021 Olympics, Simone Biles was chastised by many for pulling herself out of the gymnastics competition. She ended up reporting mental health concerns later, but she also had a condition that prevented her from knowing where her position in space was. During this time, she appeared to miss some landings that caused some pain. Knowing her personal risks and deciding to temporarily stop competing may have kept her from serious injury. In 1996, Carrie Shrug visibly injured herself when she missed her landing off the vault. In severe pain, she was pushed by her coach to walk it off. After a successful second vault, she won the gold medal but suffered 2 torn ligaments and a sprained ankle. We will never know just how much forcing herself to perform the second vault changed the original injury. It has been well known for years, at least for men, that if you feel chest tightness and left arm pain, you might be having a heart attack. Today, we realize that nausea and pain in other areas can also be signals of cardiac distress. Even though the heart is experiencing trouble, other areas of the body are getting your attention. This referred pain can sometimes make it difficult to determine the true cause and location of injury. Technically, referred pain is the result of faulty localization. In fact, the area of referred pain can become hyperalgesic, despite the fact that the area is perfectly normal and away from the cause of pain. I have had a number of clients come in with, for example, pain on the inside of the shoulder blade, who had very strong muscles in that area and no muscle knots. Upon investigation, the issue is in the front of the shoulder, where they didn't have any pain. There have been other clients with pain in the front of the shoulder that continuously spread out from the area to the neck, arm, chest, and back. Here's another issue. When one area is injured, other areas have to compensate. If it hurts too much to use your right wrist, you start overusing your left wrist. If you sprain your ankle, you start limping and now your knee and back hurt from the unusual walking pattern. This explains how physical pain can appear in other areas. But what about emotional pain? At any moment, your body feels physical and emotional experiences. Scan your body and bring awareness to what you are feeling emotionally and label it. I feel anxious or upset. How do you physically know this? Is your chest tight? Do you want to cry? Attach body sensations to emotions and feelings. For many people, expressing or even validating your own emotions can be painful or terrifying. Individuals often express 3 groups of emotions. Anger, rage, and irritability are results of the fight mode. Anxiety, worry, fear, and panic are responses for flight mode. And helplessness and hopelessness are part of the freeze response. First off, you are entitled to feel any or all of these emotions. Know that you are not alone, and there are things that can be done to help you. Anxiety is a common feeling, but when exaggerated worry and tension is constant, the sympathetic branch of the central nervous system sends the body into disorder. Nothing or everything causes an intense feeling of anxiety, affecting concentration, irritability, muscle tension, and sleep disturbances. The panic reaction is usually related to strong somatic sensations like a racing heart, shortness of breath, or indigestion. Neurobiological research states the amygdala is activated during periods of panic and fear. Our procedural or implicit memory stores past events, and faulty firing in the amygdala tells the brain that you are in constant danger. Pain intensifies with the activation of fear and causes pain hypersensitivity. Most people with anxiety will lay in bed or frantically try to find something to do in the morning. To become more stabilized, it is recommended that you start slowly getting out of bed and move a little bit at a time. Self-pacing can help stabilize cortisol levels and reduce fear. In general, when you find anxiety creeping up on you, stop and take a deep breath. Allow the tension to leave your body, and then do a quick check to see how you feel. Helplessness is the result of overwhelming anxiety and fear. When you feel there are no more choices or that you are unable to control a situation, you fall into this unresolved freeze response. While I do not want you to get stuck on the "I should have done this" factor, I want you to think about different ways that you could have avoided your injury. This should give you a sense of empowerment and control. Try to believe that you were never involved in the tragic event. How does this make your body feel? Individuals who are helpless or depressed often walk with a defeated presence. Shoulders are rounded and the body hunches over. This minimizes the lung area and can make it hard to breathe effectively. Muscles in the core area also start to shrink over time, causing additional physical issues. Take a moment to notice how you sit, stand, and walk. Slowly pull the shoulders and arms back, bringing the head up and pushing the stomach forward. Do this stretch several times a day in addition to deep breathing. Unless you are constantly focusing on your injury, there are points where you should feel at least a little bit better. Maybe you were taking a spa day or laughing with a friend. Think of any time where you felt better. Hold that image in your mind and tie the emotions you felt with it. Remember that pain and emotions are related. Studies even show that faking a smile will increase your mood and well-being. Anger is common in daily life. Road rage is real, and so is the frustration that can come from things not going as planned. Your heartbeat increases, your skin turns red, and you feel like you are going to explode. Anger is part of our fight mode, where chemicals release to give us the energy to face obstacles, attack, and avoid being attacked. An unresolved fight response can cause muscle tension, inflammation, and negative systemic reactions that increase pain. Unchecked anger leaves us feeling a threat to our safety and security. Individuals with constant anger are often set off by the most minute things because they do not know how to cope or express anger in a productive way. Such individuals may provoke others to maintain the idea that no one can be trusted or blame others for their own personal problems. I have also seen anger as a pain response many times. People are angry that they are in pain, that nobody can fix them or protect them from suffering. Additionally, if somebody was abused at a young age, they may have never learned flexible and effective ways to deal with conflict. As you become angry, tune in and do a body scan on how you are feeling. It is not uncommon to drift into the negative thoughts on why you are angry, but try to ignore them and return to your body sensation. Intentionally tense up your muscles and take a quick, deep breath in. Then force all of the air out. Slowly breathe back in and relax all of your muscles. Slowly breathe out and visualize your body sagging into relaxation. Summary. Appreciating the body you currently have and letting go of your pain label can be empowering. Referred pain can come from a variety of places in your body and other factors. The three groups of emotions that individuals in pain experience are linked to the fight, flight, and freeze responses, each of which cause negative reactions in the body. The fight response is linked to anger, rage, and irritability. With anger and pain, muscle tension and inflammation can spread, causing an increase in pain. Anxiety, worry, fear, and panic are part of the flight response. Pain with worry and anxiety can cause disruptions in the central nervous system that lead to constant anxiety over nothing. With fear and panic, pain intensifies and causes hypersensitivity. The freeze response causes helplessness and hopelessness. This defeated feeling can shrink the lung area and core muscles, making it hard to breathe and causing other physical issues. Learning how to deal with your pain and emotional experiences can help lessen your pain and help you lead a more meaningful life.